but it's all good. Most times, the news conjures up feelings of sadness. At the early evening news, we want to bring you the lighter side of news. News that will bring a smile to your face and make the water cooler talk at work a lot more bearable. So, let's jump into our first story. Our first story takes us to Nevada. Trooper Travis Smaka spotted a Chrysler minivan hearse seemingly alone in the vehicle going southbound in the carpool lane on Interstate 15. According to Los Angeles Times, after the driver provided his paperwork, the officer was expecting an excuse why he was in that lane. The driver told the officer he was not alone in the carpool lane because he had a corpse in the back. Crazy. Like, somebody got to break that down for me. I don't know if that's a real thing because, technically he does have another person, but the person dead. So, I don't know, man. Maybe, that's a good question. But let's get back to the story. When challenged by Officer Smaka, the driver said he included the corpse as a passenger. Officer Smaka didn't give him a $250 ticket, and he let him off with a warning. So, you could drive dead people around if you use the carpool lane. So you literally could just, go to funeral homes, hey, you got any dead bodies? Get in that carpool lane, hit it real hard, and say you're gonna bring them back. That's a new business idea. Funeral directors, if you wanna help out people, make a little extra change, rent out your corpses, and then let people actually use them for the carpool lane. Genius idea. Shout out to Nevada, because y'all came up with it, man, a beautiful thing. But enough from me. We have the driver here to talk about his experience.
Oh yeah, listen, how y'all doing? I'm telling you, at the end of the day, man, this is a dead situation that I'm talking about right now. I need y'all to really pay attention. I don't even know why the police officers pulled me over. They said it's a carpool lane. I had a couple bodies in the back, you know what I'm saying? And when he pulled me over, he asked me why I ain't have a passenger with me. And I said I got 2 passengers in the back, but they could talk to you and let you. And then he realized that they couldn't talk to him. I said, listen, man, this is killing me, officer, please. I'm going through some. Do not give me a ticket. Matter of fact, I ain't trying to lose my job because I might end up dead like the passengers that I had in my. Matter of fact, y'all can see my face and all that. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, man, it was biased in the mother. They need to stop killing people out here with all these high speeding tickets and things they got going on. I know the law is the law, but people got to get somewhere. The bodies expired. They got embalming fluid in them. If they bust open, what you think gonna happen to me? I'm gonna end up dead. Gonna kill me. That's why I love this job, because I learned so many ways not to end up dead in situations. People out here doing dumb all day, every day, to do what they do, and they end up dead. I don't want to do that. So I do what I do to perfect what I do in my craft as being a hearse driver. I got all my license, my registration, and insurance, and all that. Yeah, it was expired. My license was a little bit expired. You know what I mean? They said it was late, but that ain't the case. I thank the police officer and everything y'all do for me. At the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, wait, hold on. My job calling me. I gotta go. Y'all can have this, man. I gotta go.
All right. Well, I'm glad that turned out pretty good for our driver. Looks like he's been having a rough day. Got a little hand thing. He was a lot going on there. But thank you for coming on the early evening news and telling us what happened, giving us a little background on that whole situation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, I don't know where we finding these dudes at, but hopefully during the show we can pick up and get better people to talk about this stuff, because he seemed a little angry to me, man. He got away with the team, he didn't get a ticket. Should be happy, right? That's what I'm saying, but I don't know, man. Who am I to say? All right, man, that was a lot. Moving on to the next story. Our next story takes us to Texas, where the Texas Department of Criminal Justice posted on Facebook about a donation of 45 boxes of bananas from the Ports of America in Freeport, near the Gulf of Mexico. Where the sergeants were unloading the bananas, they noticed a white powdery substance in the boxes. Now, I'm sure y'all wondering, I thought maybe it was like powder or something. I don't know, man. I usually don't see white powdery substances on my bananas. I'm not really a big banana eater. A man eating banana, well, forget it, man, bananas. I'm not a big fan. But the officers then noticed the Port Authority, it was indeed cocaine. And it just wasn't a little bit of cocaine. It was $18 million worth of cocaine. Yes, $18 million worth of cocaine, man. Whew. Thank God the shipment didn't take it to the jail. Because what would a prison full of convicts do with that much cocaine? It wouldn't be good for the correction officers, wouldn't be good for nobody in the jail. I'm sure it'd be crazy, it'd probably be a riot. So thank God it didn't get there. But who shipped $18 million? Who has $18 million worth of cocaine? That's the question I want to know. Like, that's a lot of cocaine, man. I don't know about cocaine. I'm just telling you what I heard. But moving on, enough of that cocaine stuff. Our next story takes us to Hamilton, Ohio, where an animal shelter is holding a unique fundraiser. The Animal Friends Humane Society said it will name a cat litter box after an ex-romantic partner. That's right, for $5, you can name a cat's litter box after your ex-lover. So after a lover pooped on you, you can now have a cat poop on them. And, you know, it seemed like a little good. Look at that cat, man. That cat's so beautiful. It look a little evil, though, man. We got to do a better job in finding cats that don't look as evil, because that one scares me, man. I don't know how people love. I mean, a lot of cat people out there, shout out to y'all. I'm not a cat person. That thing scares the living daylights out of me, man. But, wait, hold on. Wait, we got another person here from that? Oh, man, look, shout out to the early evening news staff. They're doing a bang-up job. So we got another person here that we get to talk to about this story. So let's go to them right about now. Let's go see what they're going to got to say about this.
Yeah, man, I hate that. I brought the cat litter. Oh, my God, I can't even get it out, bro. I brought the cat litter, and she, I found her cheating on me. She threw the on her instead of buying the cat litter. Found out she was sleeping with my who should I start off with? Found out she was sleeping with my boy. She was with my brother. Matter of fact, there we go right there. Hey, Streeter.
Sorry about that, y'all. We're doing the best we can do to find these people. And shout out to the brother that came on. I appreciate you sharing your story with us. But there was a lot going on in that video, man. He said don't do drugs. Looked like he was on drugs to me, man. He had a lot of cussing going on. This is the only news show you're going to get cussing like that, man. I'm not sure what's going on, but I hope you're enjoying it, because I thought it was pretty funny. Hey, man, you seem pretty upset, man. I hope that dude, whoever he was, Streeter, whatever his name was, man, God bless you. I hope everything's okay, because that man looked a little irate. All right? But moving on to the next story. Our next story takes us to Miller Place, New York, where an 80-year-old woman was pronounced dead at Waters Edge Rehab and Nursing Center at Port Jefferson on Long Island. But 3 hours later, was found to be breathing. This is what authorities said. The woman, whose name was not released, was taken to O.B. Davis Funeral Homes in Miller Place, where she discovered breathing. Well, she didn't discover breathing. She was actually breathing when she got there. Oh, man, look at this dude on screen, man. He look a little crazy, man. If you could pull him back up, man, like, man, I hope he's an actor. I hope that ain't somebody's granddad we got on camera. I don't know what's going on here. God bless him, though, man. His mustache is impeccable. But moving right along. Officials at the funeral home told Newsday, out of respect and privacy and confidentiality of the families, we are honored to serve. We are not in position to comment any further on this matter. They aren't, but I will. How you let somebody, like, man, I'm irate. Because look, man, this woman, imagine the stress she went through. What if she had to take a poop? She in there, she laid up, she in the body bag, she going to the funeral home, she can't even poop. She probably pooped on herself. Then she got to wake up in that. Then she got to, there's a lot, man. We got to do better, America. World, we got to do better than that, man. I'm a appalled person. All right, now that I got that out. Wait, hold on. We actually have the person who pronounced her dead here to explain what happened and give his side of the story. So we going to go to him right now. Let's see what he got to say, man.
The body moving. I said, holy. And so I turned around. I looked at the body. The lady. I looked at her. She looked at me. I ran clean out the room. 20 minutes ago, you were dead. Said, lady, you have to be the hardest. But oh my God, it scared the shit out of me.
Man, now after the 3 people we've had on our show this week, I would say he's probably the best. He seemed like a good guy. But man, he was like, from what they said, we had to edit that interview because it was over an hour long. He just kept talking. And y'all can see we edited it to the most important pieces of the story. But man, the early evening news, where you get the real, get it real, cold, hard, man, cold-blooded, hard, real life, real. All right, man. All right, now we're going to go on the world news. That's right, we covered the world news here at the early evening news. In world news, we're headed to South Korea. South Korea has lifted a ban that will change the lives of millions. South Korea has been working for years to slow the debate on how much government can interfere on their private life. And I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think what it is that these Koreans now have access to. I'm going to take the whole 5. All right. If y'all didn't guess, I know y'all had a bunch of guesses out there. Send it somewhere so I can get it at some point. But I'm going to tell you right now. What they have access to now that they didn't have access to before? Sex dolls. Yes. South Koreans now can enjoy themselves in ways they never had before. There were no official laws or regulations banning the import of sex dolls. Hundreds to thousands have been seized by the customs, and like that's terrible. So if they're getting seized, oh wait a minute. What picture is that, man? Who? Oh my God. What is? We're talking about sex dolls. I don't understand what's going on right there. Man, just work with us. We getting there. We getting better slowly but surely, y'all. Y'all stay with us though. But let me get back to the story. So by using a clause in the law that bans the import of goods that harm the country's beautiful traditions and public morale. You mean to tell me sex dolls are not a part of South Korea's beautiful traditions? I know bowing is a part of South Korean tradition. I'm sure many of these sex dolls will be bowing, among other things. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so get back to the story. Lee Sang-jin, who headed one of the company's online shopping malls, said, and I quote, "We thought our people's rights to seek happiness and use sex dolls in their private lives have been restricted by state. There are various types of people who use sex dolls, including those who are sexually alienated and those who need them for artistic purposes." Artistic purposes? Let me say that again. Artistic purposes? Man, what are these artistic purposes? Are sex dolls attending paint sips? Are sex dolls at the Hobby Lobby buying canvases and modeling in a room full of art enthusiasts? I mean, what does that exactly mean? Right? Like, I don't know. Like, that's artistic purposes and sex dolls. Don't seem like they go together. But whatever works, we gonna go with it. Shout out to them. Shout out to South Korea for allowing sex dolls to come in the country now and, you know, maybe they want to cut down on population. Ever thought of that? Maybe they say we're gonna import a bunch of sex dolls so we don't have as many people here, because if you, well, I'm not gonna explain it no further. I'm gonna leave it there. Use your imagination. All right? So now we're gonna go to a person, and this person is not from South Korea, but he's gonna give his take on sex dolls in general. Let's hear what he has to say.
Let me tell you about sex dolls. That's some freaky. I don't think if you a real man and you mess with a sex doll, that's real crazy right there. One time I remember sex dolls was that movie Cherry, and I didn't like that movie. I watched it once and that was that. I don't need no sex doll. I'd rather have a nice looking woman sit in my bed, sit on the couch next to me, that can really touch me. I don't feel like plastic or whatever that is. I better you off real good, but no thanks. No sex dolls for me. Good luck, China. What's that, Japan? Oh, there you go, Japan. There you go.